So I got a couple of takes after I posted that video about Tee Higgins yesterday, about him suffering multiple head traumas in the game yesterday. He ended up going into the concussion protocol. But this one take was like, who cares, man? These guys are football players. They make multi-million dollars. They live a dream life. They should take on these risks. And regardless of that being an absolutely wild take that someone should suffer head trauma and degenerative brain issues because they make a lot of money, it's not T. Higgins' responsibility to pull himself out of the game. There's a couple different people who are able to initiate the concussion protocol, and then there's a couple individuals who are authorized to rule him out. And let's start with people that can initiate a concussion is pretty much anyone in any kind of authority position on the field. So that can be the athletic trainers on either team, it can be the coaches, it can be the players themselves, or it can even be the referees. It can also be the individual physicians that are responsible for evaluation afterwards. So they start the initiation of the evaluation. But after the evaluation, there's the player can take himself out. Like he can just be like, I feel crappy, I'm not going to play anymore. That usually is not going to happen because of just the nature of people who are professional athletes. They always want to play. And that's why we need other people to be able to make that decision. Those people are that unaffiliated, supposedly unbiased physician who's a neurotrauma specialist, so like a neurologist or something like that. And then also the team physician. So they make an educated decision together while discussing it with the player, and then they decide whether to rule them out. And the issue that I had here, this statement that the NFL and the NFLPA put out saying that we covered our bases. Tee Higgins was evaluated and he passed the concussion screening 2 separate times. And the thing is, that doesn't matter because Tee Higgins was recovering from a previous concussion about 2 weeks ago where he lost consciousness, and then he suffered not one, but two or possibly three of these type of hits. When a player is exhibiting those kind of symptoms immediately after experiencing head trauma while recovering recently from a previous concussion, you rule that player out. It doesn't matter what the concussion screening says after that. And that's the problem that I found that I ended up leaving covering professional sports for, is that the physician doesn't necessarily always make physician-based decisions. There's a lot of other personalities over there that are unfortunately able to overrule a medical decision.